Hiyo hapo ni timu ya Georgia Lado wa mheshimiwa wenyu mbunge wa nguvu, pia akisema tano zake zingine. Halo wewe, chukua kura.
Beba ngazi mama, nataka kushuka tafadhali. Kwa taratibu tu, kwa taratibu. Niko na chalidi wangu wa Nairobi County wa chama cha ODM, Mheshimiwa Catherine Okot aka Mama Network. Niko na super chairman Ochieng Jera. Niko na chalidi wetu wa Makadara, mrembo wa Makadara Lilian. Simamisha truck. Simamisha truck.
Dereva ukiangusha Mama County. Wewe, hey.
Simamisha truck. Simamisha truck tafadhali. Asante sana watu wetu, kazi nzuri. Na tunakumbusha tu, leo ni siku ya mwisho ya kuchukua kura. Na furahi wale wakunilai, wale wamejitokeza, wale wamevumilia kunilai. Ni jambo la busara, ni jambo la uzalendo. Kwa kimombo tunasema patriotism. Pole kusimamisha tu gari tafadhali. Wewe manake mara mingi
dereva tutampiga sasa. Mwambie tulie. Ambia dereva nyamaze bwana. Acha kelele. Maji kelele. Tuko na mama hapa. Tulia.
Wapi makofi ya mama tafadhali, makofi ya mama tafadhali, kutoka Makadara. Tumkaribishe mama kwa makofi tafadhali, mama mchapa kazi. Mama ambaye anaongoza kwa vitendo. Leo namtambua wapi? Jamaa anasema huwa anaweka nikiwa na pesa. Wapi tafadhali? Wewe ni jamaa moja mpoa sana, niliona kazi yako jana. Namtambua matuachiro kijana rara wa Korogocho. Kwanza nini atakorogocha haki wa kipasi wa kijuma matocha. Haya twende. Brayo kijana kianda, asante sana Brayo. Brayo shehe.
Anyway, let's hope that
namtambua Rozi, wetu Makadara, namtambua chaleli wetu Lilian.
Tunaenda round.
Wote wameandamana na mama na mama mata ambao anaendelea kweli shughuli inaendelea vizuri.
Sasa kujiandikisha wewe
akiwa anahamasisha umma, akiwa anakumbusha pia umma
na Wakenya wenzako, waambie kwa nini umefika hapa na kwa nini ni muhimu kupiga kura.
Kupiga kura.
Unajisajili kama mpigaji kura.
Tunawahitaji. Ndio maana nimeamua kujiandikisha leo.
Kwa sababu leo ni siku ya mwisho, si
siku ya mwisho
You know, I mean, it's the last day for the enhanced voter registration, but there will be still voter registration continuing at constituency level. All right, so I still appeal to Kenyans to come out in plenty. You see, the government has spent so much money putting out these extra facilities for you to get your registration desk right next to you. So if you don't take advantage of this, it's wasting government resources. So for those who say they don't want to vote because they see a lot of corruption, at the end of the day, you're playing a part in it because here is a facility that has been put for you to vote, and then you don't come and register as a voter. So it's important to register as a voter so that you can bring the change that you want to your government, because this is your government. If you don't vote, then you can't criticize and you can't say that the government is wrong, because you never played a role in stopping the government that you felt was wrong. So if you want to bring change to Kenya, then you need to first get your ID card if you're over 18, then register as a voter, right? So enhanced voter registration might end today, but continuous voter registration will be going on across the country.
Kuja.
Mama City.
Warembo na ladwa.
Mama County.
Tafadhali umpokee, umpatie habari moja mbili, hatuingii kwako watu wengi. The charge of the...
Hello, my dear.
Hello.
I'm all right.
Yeah. Welcome.
Asante. How are you, my sister? I'm fine, thank you. How is the registration going?
Welcome to Makadara.
Asante. Tunazunguka tuwasaidie. I spoke to the Nairobi County Commissioner Dr. Mele.
Yes.
And he told me that there was so low registration.
Yeah.
So we decided to go out and help.
Okay.
It's our civic duty to help.
Yeah.
So my entire team, this is the ODM chair lady for this area. Yeah. So the idea, we are going around the whole Nairobi. We started yesterday.
Yeah.
Every constituency,
Yes.
basically trying to tell people to register as voters.
Yes.
I think now there's a bit of confusion that there might be an extension, so every Kenyans will wait for the last minute,
Yeah. True.
and then they'll complain that they never got the voter card. So what we're doing is we're appealing to Kenyans to come out in plenty.
Yeah.
If you've reached 18, get your ID.
Yeah.
If you got your ID and you haven't collected it, go collect it.
Yeah.
And then of course we have a situation which I'd like you to explain. We have some voters, for instance, that were being brought from maybe diaspora. We call them the diaspora votes.
Yes.
So maybe you were brought from, let's say, Kisumu to come and vote in Nairobi. Now you're in Kisumu. But and your voter registration is in Nairobi. Can they change it from Kisumu?
Yes, they can change it.
So they can just go. They don't have to travel back to Nairobi to change it.
They will visit the constituency where they want to vote from. Yeah, that's what they want.
Please, can you take off your mask and explain to him so that he can hear it audibly? Because that is a big confusion. Yesterday they were telling me, "Oh, Mama, give us some transport. We want to bring those voters who are from up country to Nairobi to change their vote." So I was saying it can't be that complicated.
They want to change to vote from where?
They want to.
They voted in Nairobi.
They voted in Nairobi.
They want to take their vote to
Kisumu, back to wherever
they want
Thika, wherever. I think they are Kenyans. Unfortunately, some politicians actually ferry voters.
Yes, they do.
And when they ferry these voters, in the end the voters get lost.
Yeah.
So you have a voter card,
Yes.
but unless the politician picks you up
Yeah, you can't vote.
and brings you back to Nairobi or takes you wherever, whichever, it happens countrywide.
Yeah.
So what we need now is those people who we call diaspora votes. That means you are living in a certain constituency, but your voter card is for another county.
Yes.
All right, or another constituency, even in another county. They need to be able to change that.
Yes.
And then there's also the complication of changing your political party. They need letters from the chief.
That's not political party.
Like let's say
Changing
if
polling station. Usually.
Explain, just since we have you on live,
Yeah.
explain to us so that the voters understand. First of all, we have voter registration that's ongoing even after today.
Yes.
Today is enhanced, is
Yes,
ending.
yeah.
I think there's been a bit of confusion and talk about some court ruling which I'm not privy to yet.
Yes.
But from tomorrow, voter registration will still continue at constituency level,
Yeah, it will.
not the enhanced. The enhanced, the government put a lot of money to actually get registration desks closest to the people.
Yeah.
So now from tomorrow, it's going back to your constituency. So let's introduce yourself and then tell us so we can get educated.
My name is Ruth O'Hara. I'm the Assistant Registration Officer Makadara. Now, registration will still be going on in the offices. You can visit your constituency office where you want to register from. If you are a new voter, if you want to transfer your vote, you take your original ID, a photocopy and proof of residency. You visit the constituency office where you want to vote from. It will still be going on.
So you don't need to travel back to change it.
No, you visit that constituency office where you want to vote.
So if you were voting in Nairobi and now you've moved back to, with the pandemic, a lot of people have moved back to the countryside, to their counties.
Yes.
So if you were voting in Nairobi and now you live in Kisumu, or you live in Nyeri, or you live in Makueni, and you want to now vote there, you don't have to travel back to Nairobi.
No, you don't. You just visit the office where you want to vote from, the specific constituency office. From there, you are able to change your vote, to transfer it to where you want to vote from.
Okay, so I need to educate Rasta, because Rasta yesterday was complaining about some diaspora votes.
Yeah.
But this is what I want to encourage Kenyans. Vote where you live. All right, it's easier.
Yeah.
I mean, I vote in Westlands 5 minutes from where I live. Why do I do that? Because it's convenient. You don't want to start ferrying yourself from one county to another. Then I saw in the last election, people were brought to vote from different parts of the country to Nairobi, and then they were stranded.
Yeah.
They were left stranded. After you voted, you were stranded.
Yeah.
So don't do that, all right? If we want to stamp out corruption, it starts from you and I making the right decisions. So the right decision is to get a voter card and then vote in the leader that is most credible, that will give you real deliverables, not somebody who promises and promises and promises and has no intention of delivering. Okay, so for me, it's Baba the fifth. Why? Because he's got a proven track record, and two, because he cares for this country. If we want to progress like Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, then we need to put Baba in office so that he can bring the changes that we believe are what this country needs. All right. And then there are other issues that we have to talk. So this office is non-political. It welcomes everyone. So we're here as I'm here as a leader. We're traveling with ODM and Jubilee because we've got Team Handshake, and we're hoping the Team Handshake will grow so that we can be able to deliver the third liberation. Thank you, my dear, and thank you for the work you're doing.
Thank you.
All right.
Will you sign for me the
Yes,
visitors
sure.
book,
Let me
please?
sign it. We're waiting for some people. We give them here as the place to meet us. Yeah. Leo ni tarehe mbili. In fact, I think yesterday I signed 1st October. November. December iko karibu.
Mwaka imeisha.
Mwaka imeisha.
Nyuma kidogo. Sawa, twende.
Hi, CEO. Can I call you back in a few minutes? Hello? Thank you. Thank you. We thank you for all the work you do for enhancing democracy. That is why your things keeps going upside down. It's not what you were telling me yesterday. So it's spinning on its own.
My name is Evangelist Janet. I have 3 groups for internal throne, elderly, self-employed, and for the widows and orphans.
Okay, what you have to do is go to my office you have to go to my office in KICC.
Yes.
Okay, we are always on social media. We're always giving the reasons and the ways in which you can get help. You see, now if you meet me on the road and you tell me, Mama, I've got this self-help group, and you give me this certificate, it will not get you any funding. So this is what you do. Quarter 1 and quarter 2 applications are already in. They are being seen and vetted by the board, hopefully this week. So quarter 3 and quarter 4, the applications are not in. All right. So what I want you to do, your certificate, you're stamped with the renewal. You know, you have to stamp renewal. This was registered in 2018.
Yes.
You have to have a renewal stamp.
Okay.
Then you have to have your bank statement.
Yes.
Then you have to have your list of members.
Yes.
Now, why do you want to borrow money? If you're running a chama, then you bring us evidence that you do chama.
Yes.
Then we'll be able to give you money based on the number. You have to be, if you're women over 35, then you have to be 100 in number to get 200,000. If you, and this is a grant, you don't, it's not money you're going to pay me back, it's a grant. If you're 20, it's not for me, it's from your serikali.
Yeah.
I'm just the patron making sure that it reaches wananchi. Yeah?
Yes.
So if you're 25 and you're youth, if you're youth under 35, you will be able to get 100,000. If you're PWDs, 10 of you, you can get 100,000. So you have to bring all your documentations to my office.
Yes.
And now, if you're doing a business, like let's say you're doing a fish and chips business,
Yes.
and then you want to buy more equipment.
Yes.
So that's value addition. You show us your fish and chips business. You bring us quotations to show what you want to buy. Okay, to enhance your business. Like let's say if you're rearing chickens and now you want to start boiling the eggs and selling the eggs, so you want the trolleys. So you come for value addition to buy the cooker and to buy the trolleys. And you give us the quotations. Then we're able to fund that. We've given groups up to 500,000 shillings, 1,000,000 shillings, 600,000, all because they are organized and they come. So the office is at KICC, right? And Komoro Calvary Church. Calvary Church in Komoro, and if you deliver everything, then they'll be able to assess your documents and be able to give you an application form. Because we used to give out the application forms before, but people were selling them. So now you have to bring your documents. Even if you want bursary, you bring me your fee statement, then your fee structure, then we give you bursary. Because people come and get the bursaries, and then we have unpresented checks of 4 million. So that means people are coming to apply, wasting time and delaying the real genuine people to get it. So I wish you well. All right. I hope that I see your application, and the days I'm giving the checks, I see you. I'll mark your face. Sawa sawa.
Can I have your number?
No, you don't need my number. See,
When do I come to this?
anytime. Tomorrow, God, is a guy called Bush. 15.
15th floor.
Yes, and you see a gentleman called Bush.
Okay, I come from which floor?
15th,
floor.
yes. Bush. The woman rep's office is on the 15th floor.
Okay, I come what time?
Anytime. Just it's open anytime. Just come.
Okay, I will tell you that you send me.
Yes, he's already seen it live.
Okay, thank you.
Habari yako? Okay. I don't know all the names. Yeah, it's very difficult to know. I have account system. No, I don't know. Right now I'm doing book and handshake. Then I'll send there when the
Hakuna. Siwacha salamiri kidogo na Bwana DCC. Pole sana nimekuvamia na mheshimiwa. Kidogo tu. Mheshimiwa ingie. Usalamie.
How are you?
Fine.
Ay.
Jana tulikuwa nayo usiku
Juzi. Pamoto.
Yes.
Yes.
And we completed that process.
Yes, I saw the school was closed.
The school was closed.
I actually want to speak to that because I saw the TV interview yesterday. So it's something that I intend to speak to.
Yes,
but thank you, DCC. We are in your area. We made this a stop. We are actually helping IBC and Kenyans to get together and use the services to register as voters. Yeah, so we're traveling with our ODM team.
Yes.
This is our Nairobi.
Lumumba.
Lumumba, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Jane Jere. He's the vice chair for ODM Nairobi. This is Catherine, chair for ODM Nairobi, and this is the ODM chair for Makadara. Right, so yeah, we are going around the whole county. We started yesterday.
Yes.
And we intend to try and sensitize Kenyans to take their voter card, yes. Because I can see the youth and what they're saying, oh, we can't take voter register, we don't want to register because the politicians then get a million shilling salary, so why should we register? Because if the politician is getting that 1 million salary, they're even forgetting half of that salary goes to help them anyway. I mean, the amount of funerals I pay for, the amount of hospital bills I pay, because we don't have a social fund. And that's why I hope that one day we'll have a social fund or a vote that actually helps. The MP salary will come down. Sure. Because at the end of the day, right now, even what we have is not enough. I have to turn down quite a number of people. So we are happy that we found you in office. Maybe you can talk to Kenyans and tell them to come and to go and register. The county commissioner sits in our GAF. Yeah. So she's a committee member.
Yes.
Yeah. And then maybe my team here can just salimia you vizuri. Yeah, but you see we're going around with the Kamata Kura.
Yes, I saw your truck.
Yes.
When I was just coming in.
Yes.
Yeah. So karibu sana mheshimiwa.
Asante.
Yes, we are with you in this.
Yes.
Much as we have just bumped into each other today,
yes.
It's very important that every Kenyan gets a voter's card.
Yeah.
It's their civil right to have that card, and let's not have that. Let's not have that notion that I'm getting my voter's card to tell someone to earn 1 million shillings when I'm earning nothing. It is a right that these people get the voters' cards, and after that, once they have chosen the right leaders, I'm very sure development will trickle in like nobody's business. The president has been very much firm on this, and us as the Ministry of Interior are doing our best through the chiefs and assistant chiefs to tell wananchi to get voters' cards, so that at the end of the day they make their choices, the choice of the leaders they want. We are talking to the leaders, Mheshimiwa, that we want 2022 to be the most peaceful election in Kenya. Yes. So that we give the right to every Kenyan to vote the way he wants, and especially, as the Minister, CS Interior said, we'll give more protection to women during the
Yes, I saw that yesterday. It was, with Azimio la Umoja,
yes,
which I really hope will be the theme of the next election.
Sure.
I remember when I ran in Embakasi, my goodness, we were stoned, attacked, and then we reached the police station, the gates were closed. They didn't want to hear. But now you've got the CS of Interior saying we're going to protect women. More than the men, because it's tough, and we're targeting at least 2,000 seats. Sure. 5,000 seats for women across the country. Out of the 20,000 seats that will be up for grabs, we're targeting at least 5,000 for women. Sure. So as we target those 5,000 for women, we know that some of the women that were before us paid a heavy price. I mean, I've been locked out of police stations, and then you ask yourself, what have I done? So I think as a country we're developing. These are things that we had, and that's why we Team Handshake. We've actually got Jubilee sisters as well that we've been traveling with. Yesterday we went around with them to the strongholds, and we were received very well. It's a good feeling to know that you can traverse the whole country without fearing whether you're this tribe, that tribe, this party, that party. Sure. Yeah, that's important. So, Catherine?
My name is Catherine.
ODM has got good structures. It's an example that I recently went to DRC. They were launching a party, and they invited ODM because of our structures. I sit in the NEC as the International Affairs Secretary. So DRC was looking for standards from us, but I also believe that even Jubilee is looking at our model and also putting their house in order in terms of making sure you've got women, you've got wazes, you've got the chairman, you've got the youth. you know, you've got the Women League to push the women agenda. Yeah. So Catherine is the Nairobi County Women chair lady.
Chair lady.
Yeah. Ocheng?
I'm Ocheng Jera. Well, this is it. It's fortunate or unfortunate that we are working with my boss. Honorable is the chairman of the country.
Oh yeah. He's really tells me the chairman of all the
yes.
Of Nairobi.
Of Nairobi.
Not just everybody.
Yes. So I'm his deputy. Yes.
That's good.
And it is a wonderful opportunity to join Mama County. You know, she chairs ODM Women Leadership.
Yes.
And she chairs county. Whether you are Jubilee, whether you are any other party, she's the county. Yeah, all of them.
When you're the woman representative, you know, once you win elections, that's it. You represent everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah, you
everyone.
don't represent just your community or your party. Yeah.
What I must say is that, but this is you're such a humble person. You are cool. You know, many people want you to the office and actually talk openly the way you are doing it. I'm really glad.
That is the new face of the former provincial.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Kabisa.
I just want you to continue what you're doing.
Asante.
As we also move around, asking people to get votes.
Yes. Asante sana.
Amelia Nomogi. Mimi ndo nachungia baba kura huko Makadara. Na tuko locked. Hata juzi tulikuja hapo kwa IBC ofisi kubwa, nikamwambia apeleke mashini huko mashinani huko ndani huko mali kwa soko mali watu ni wengi na walifanya hivyo. Tunajaribu hata huko Hamza tunatembea door to door kutoa watu wa register.
So far Nairobi is leading, registration, although we expect that.
I think we were expecting 500,000.
Yes, I saw it's like 116 or something.
Yes, it has already shooted.
Yeah,
Last week it was only 70. So now it has doubled.
We will do our best.
No, what we have to do is we have to make people become aware that this enhanced water period might end, but the registration continues at your constituency level.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good. So we have our visitors book. Kindly your comments.
Tumefika November. 1 month na ndio tunafunga mwaka. I tell you.
Na hii tena mbio.
Hii inakuja 2022.
This month.
Yeah, this one.
You know, we have a lot of activities.
Yes.
So many things will happen.
Kabisa. So karibuni siku nyingine.
Yes.
Sio leo tu.
Thank you.
We like wageni.
Thank you so much.
Asante.
Tunawachia Mungu sasa.
Asante.
Awasaidie.
Haya.
Awalinde.
All the best. Okay. Taongea. Sawa.